all, welcome to the new video of problem solving using C. In this video we are going to discuss data type in C programming language. Data type in C refers to an extensive system used for declaring variables or functions of different types. The type of a variable determines how much space it occupies in storage and how the bit pattern stored is interpreted. So C support the following data types: basic, derived, enumeration and void. 4 types of data can be supported by C language: basic, derived, enumeration, void. These are the data type. First we are going to discuss basic data type. So these are the fundamental or preliminary data types supported by C: int, char, float and double. There is also termed as primary. These are also termed as primary or fundamental data types. All the names means the same thing. Here we have some examples. Char, name of 25. This is data type character. Name with size 25. Then int id. This is integer data type for id. Char group. This is character data type for group. Then float marks. This is floating point data type. Then double interest. This is double data types. This is how you can declare data type for preliminary data types: int, char, float and type double. Now moving to next data type, derived data type. First basic data type includes int, char, float and double. Then derived data type, it includes array, pointers, structure and union. Array, pointers, structure and union. In this class I will give you a brief introduction about these data types, that is array, structure and union. We will explain in detail in the upcoming classes. First we are going to discuss about array in derived data type. This is homogeneous type of data, same as any other language. Array in C stores multiple values of same data type. That means we can have an array of integers, scatters, floats, doubles, etc. Here is the syntax: data type followed by array name, then size of the array. We have 3 examples are there. Int, this is the data type, numbers, array name, then size of 0. Now you can give the size. Then double marks of 7 size. Then float interest of 5. This means float is the data type, interest is the array name, then 5 is the array size. This is single array. Now moving to pointers in derived data type. A pointer can store the address of a variable of any data types. This allows for dynamic memory allocation in C. Pointers also helps in passing variables by reference, and it can be defined by using a star operator. For example, int star ptr. This indicates ptr stores an address and not a value. To get the address of a variable, we use the dereference operator, that is ampersand. The size of a pointer is 2 bytes. This is about pointer. A pointer can store the address of variable of any data type. Here is the syntax: int star ptr. Int is the data type, star is the pointer variable, then ptr is the pointer name. Now moving to next derived data type, that is structure. A structure is a composite structure that can contain variables of different data types. For example, all the student data that we declared earlier in basic data types can be put under one structure. Instead of having the information scattered, when we give it a structure, it is easier to store information about more students. So it is a derived data type. Here is the syntax: typed struct. This is the structure or struct. Then char name, int id, char group, float marks, double interest. Then a structure variable is there after the flower brace, that is student. Student is the structure variable. I will give you more detailed class about structure and union on this pointer after this class. Now union. Union is is similar to structure, but there is some difference. With a union you can store different types of data in the same memory location. The union can have many members, but only one member can have a value at one time. It is thus a special kind of data type in C. Here is the syntax. Instead of struct we have union. Union student is the structure. Then char name, int id, char groups, float marks, double interest. All these are data type variables declared inside this structure. Then st1, st2, two union members are there to access its values. Now, struct, difference between structure and union. These are similar in syntax, but some differences are there. First difference is used for storing various data types that when aggregated represent as user defined data type. This is in the case of structure, and in the case of union used for storing one of many data types that are available. It can be used for storing one of many data types that can be available. And second point, struct occupies space for each of the inner parameters. In the case of union, occupies space equivalent to the parameters with the highest size. Now the last point, third point, in this case of structure, all members store some values at any point in time. In the case of union, exactly one member stores a value at any particular instance. Now here is the reference chart is there. Here we have int a, float b, two variables declared. For int a, memory space is 2 bytes. For float b, memory space is 4 bytes. Then total of 6 bytes are used in the case of structure. When coming to union, int a, float b, here for int a 2 bytes are there, for float b 4 bytes are there. Then here it is the combined, then total size is 4 bytes. In the case of structure it is 6 bytes. Now here is one more example is the struct m, char x, float y is the struct variable. Then union m, then char x, float y is the memory sharing is described here. E, in the case of structure, separately allocated. In the case of union it is allocate storage equal to largest one. So here is the difference. In this case 4 bytes is used for union, then 5 bytes is used for structure. So this is the main difference. Now we have completed two data types, basic data types and derived data types. In basic data types we have int, char, float and double. In derived data type we have array, pointer, structure and union. Now enumeration data types in C. Third type, enumeration data type in C. Enumeration or enum is a user defined data type in C. It is mainly used to assign names to integral constants. The names make a program easy to read and maintain. The keyword enum is used to declare new enumeration types in C and C++. Here we have an example for enum declaration. Here is the syntax for enum declaration. The enum days of weeks, it is the enumeration variable. Enum is the keyword. Then sun, month, two, med, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. These are the 7 states enumerators. List of constants separated by commas. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. These are the states. Then days of week is the enum variable. Then keyword is the enum. Enum keyword followed by enum variable. Then within flower base we can have states. Here is the example for enum days of week day. It is the object of enum days of week. It is the day. Day is the object. It is the initiation process, that is instantiation. Enum days of week, that is day. Then operation day is equal to what means 2. Starts from 0, sun 0, Monday 1, Tuesday 2, like that. For the in the case of day Wednesday, the state is 0, 1, 2. It is 3. So we will get result for states. Now here is one example for enumeration data types. Enum month, Jan to March, from indices starts from 0 to 3, 0 to 2. Enum month is equal to March. If month is equal to 0, print value of January. Else if month is equal to 1, print value of February. If month is equal to 2, month is March. So we are getting the states of months. So here is the, if you give the input 1, we will get the month is February. If it is the input is 2, you will get the month March, like that. Now moving to last data types, void data type. The word void is just an empty data type used as a return type for functions. The absence of any other data type is void. When you declare a function as void, it doesn't have to return anything. So it returns null data. Syntax void. Here is one function is there with void data type. Void swap numbers int a int b. Then same way, if a function does not have any parameters, that can be indicated with the void. Int get numbers void. This is also one method to declare void data types. Then some code, it cannot return anything. Now data type modifiers. Data type modifiers. Modifiers are keywords in C which changes the meaning of basic data types in C. It specifies the amount of memory space to be allocated for a variable. And the modifiers are prefixed with basic types to modify the memory allocated for a variable. There are 5 data types modifiers in C language. These are long, short, signed, unsigned, and long. So long. This come with preliminary data type, that is int, void, char, or float data types. Then long, short, signed, unsigned, and long are the data type modifiers. Here is the data type range for all the data. Char for char 1 byte, then value range is there -128 to 127 or 0 to 255, like that. I will just read out the type and storage size. For unsigned char allocates 1 byte, for signed char 1 byte, then for int 2 or 4 bytes, for unsigned int 2 or 4 bytes, then short 2 bytes, then unsigned short 2 bytes, long 8 bytes, then unsigned long 8 bytes. These are the data type range. Unsigned, signed, and all short, all these are the data type modifiers. To get the exact size, you can use the Sizeof operator, Sizeof function in language. So to get the exact size of a type or a variable in our in a particular platform, you can use the Sizeof operator or a function. The expression is Sizeof followed by the type. It's the storage size of the object or type in bytes. Here is the example in the stdio.h char limits.h. It is one header file for limits. Then in main, in a, in char b, for c, for double c is the double d is the. Then print storage size of data type size of a. Then for b size of b, for c size of c, then for d size of d, like this. Then here is the output is the for storage size of int data type 4, for char data type 1, for float data type 4, then for double data type 8. Like this, you will get the size of data types. Now I hope you understand. These are the data types: basic, derived, enumeration, and void data type. In basic we have int, char, float, double. In derived data types we have array, pointer, structure, and unit. In enumeration data types, enum, then void data type, void. So this is about data type in C. I hope you understand. Thank you.